a bellyache.
Hey, what's up guys, it's Haley, welcome back to my channel. Today, I am going to be doing a little video while I sit in the car of what I've experienced in the last 2 months. Really the last 3 weeks. And it's really kind of gross, so if you're not like a girl or don't want to hear about girly things, then click off. But if you are interested in knowing, then go ahead. I will be discussing stuff about periods and girly stuff. So if you do not want to hear about that, then click off. Even if you are a girl and you get kind of queasy over blood, get off. I'm not going to be showing anything because that's just weird. But like, I will be talking about it. So if you don't want to hear about it, click off right now and you won't have to. Okay, those of you who stayed, I'm going to be explaining why PCOS sucks, okay? I'm going to be explaining more than just one reason, but then I'm going to tell you my experience at the end. My hair has not been brushed today, so I look like a rag doll. The number one reason of why having PCOS sucks is low chances of having children. Okay. And this is just what I think sucks. If you do not want children, this is a pro for you, okay? So, with PCOS, if you don't know what PCOS is, I'll put like a little description right there. It basically, you form these cysts, many of them, poly meaning many, cystic meaning they're cysts. Polycystic ovarian syndrome, it's on your ovaries. Every woman forms cysts, but women with PCOS form so many. And with it, you have really bad cramps, you have irregular periods. I'll get into the rest of it in a minute because if I was sitting here telling you the video, it'd be like 2 seconds long. But just from my experience, the number one reason that I don't like it is because I have a low chance of having children. Because I want a big family. At least 2 kids. And if maybe more, depends how those first 2 go. The next one is bad periods. If you know what I mean by that, it is cramping. They're really heavy. It goes places besides your stomach. It goes into your legs. The cramps do. They go into your legs, your back. Makes you feel like you literally cannot move out of bed. You're going to be screaming and crying. It is really bad. Your periods are. But I will say that the periods are not as bad as when one of your PCOS cysts bust. That is the most painful thing I have ever experienced in my entire life, except for one time when I restarted a new birth control last month. This happened. So here's kind of another experience I'm going to tell you about. I have been on a new birth control called Nortrel. And I took it the first month in December. I started on December 1st of 2020. And I took it. And I took the entire pack and no period. I mean, I don't take that 4th row because those have no medicine in it. In case you didn't know, that's all birth control. I don't know about all birth control, but every birth control pill that I've ever taken doesn't have any medicine in that 4th row. There's a truck that just pulled up beside of me, and here I am talking to myself. But I'm still going to continue to do it because my camera is kind of hid. After I took the whole pack of pills, I still did not have a period. I started my period the day after Christmas, and it lasted only 3 days, but that first day was absolutely horrid. I got in the shower, and I could not shower without doubling over in pain and holding, like, I put my arms like this, and, like, held to the bottom of my stomach, and, like, leaned over against it so that it would, like, pressure, if you know what I mean. I don't know if I explained that good enough or not. But, just put some pressure on my stomach to make it stop hurting. My legs, the pain was going all the way down to my legs to where I could not walk. I couldn't barely stand. Sean had to come in and talk me through it because I was in so much pain that I could not shower. And I was already mid-shower. Like, I had soapy hair and my body was all soaped up, and like I was mid-shave on my right leg. I had to finish my shower. So I just kind of cried through it, screamed in pain through it, and finally got out of the shower. But that is my worst experience with a period that I've ever had. That story kind of leans into the one that I'm going to tell you after I list off all my reasons. So keep that story in mind when I'm going through all of this. The next one is excessive hair growth. And most women's like, oh yeah, hair growth, like on your head, right? Your hair grows long. No. I mean, you get peach fuzz on like the sides of your mouth that kind of make it look like a mustache that you have to shave. You get leg hair. When you shave your leg hair, it comes back overnight. I'm not even joking, overnight. No matter if you put lotion, if you exfoliate beforehand, if you use a brand new razor every time, it doesn't matter. It will come back the next day. You get hair growth. Some of them, there's like little mini hairs right here that you can like pluck out. You get a little bit on your belly, like below your belly button or above your belly button, like in that area. Back to what a PCOS cramp feels like. I don't know if mine are like busting, or, which I know I've had one bust before, and that hurts really bad. But I don't know if that pain, is it busting, or if that pain is another one forming. They're really sharp, and they're really low down. They're like a horrible period cramp, only imagine someone taking a really sharp knife and stabbing it into your side, and your muscles tensing around it, and then the knife just twists. It's kind of like that, only like 3 times worse. And even then some. Like, it is the worst pain. They say, my doctor, I have had 2 OBGYNs, and they have both told me that PCOS cramps are the next step before birth. You get them just randomly, and it's awful. My 5th reason is that there's no other way to treat PCOS besides birth control. As you probably know, as just being a woman, even without PCOS, birth control is not for everyone. And it's not really for me, but it's the only way that I can treat it, so I have to take it. Like, I do not have a choice. I have tried 4 different birth controls, and not one of them has worked for me, so now I'm going to have to go back, which is Nortrel that I've been taking works, but it's working a little too well, and you will find that out at the end. Birth control is just not for everybody, and it's definitely not for me, and it sucks that there's no other way to treat PCOS besides taking birth control. My 6th reason, you have to go and get multiple ultrasounds, internal and on top, the stomach. You have to get multiple blood work vials taken. Like, you have to get all kinds of tests done just to see where you are and stuff. And like, the ultrasounds are mainly to test like if there's cysts, if they're getting too big, if they have to be surgically removed, that kind of thing. And the blood work is like to see your other levels to make sure your PCOS isn't like throwing that off. And you have to do that a whole lot. My 7th reason, and the last reason, and it should not be my last reason, and I'm no way ranking these except for the number 1, not having children. That is my number 1 reason why I hate it. The 7th reason, which would probably be my 2nd reason, if you're in a relationship while you have PCOS, PCOS is not curable. Once you're born with it, and then once it acts up on you, you have it for life. Like, there's no getting rid of it. And if you are in a relationship with someone, it makes you feel like you are holding them back. You feel like you are holding them back from being a dad. And no matter how much they tell you that you're not, you're always going to feel like that, and that just sucks. It sucks bad. They can tell you, we can adopt or foster, and like, even though that is an amazing idea, and I am so open to adoption and fostering, I do want the pregnancy experience, and I do want to give birth at least to 1 child. Not that I would treat mine any better than any like other kid that I was like adopting or fostering. I just want that bond, and I don't think that I'm gonna have that. But what's even worse than me not being able to have that is I feel like I'm holding Sean back from being a dad, and he wants to be one so bad. That's basically all my reasons for why it sucks. That's not all of my reasons, but that's all the ones that I thought of, because I know there's like a million more of why I do not like it. Moving on to the experience that I've had with this Nortrel. What I meant earlier by it works really good is I mean that it doesn't work. but it does. Like, it's supposed to, birth control pills are normally to make you have a period every month, okay? Normally so that you don't get pregnant. Mine, I use to treat my PCOS, again, because that's the only treatment that they have for it right now, as of right now. But my experience is that first story that I told you about when I was in the shower and having those bad cramps, that was on December 26th of 2020. And then I had like a regular period through the 27th, 8th, and 9th. It was still horrible. I have horrible periods the way it is. But that one, there was just something about that one that was just so bad. And then I started my period again on January 7th of 2022. And it lasted until the 15th of January 2022. And that was really weird, and I was going to go to the hospital because those periods was like really bad, and I was like filling up a pad in like 45 minutes. I filled up one in 45 minutes. The rest of them, it took like an hour and a half to fill up, but even at that, that's bad. But I let it go, and I eventually stopped bleeding, and then I started again on January 18th of 2022. And here I am now, and do not know when I'm going to stop, or if I am, or if I'm going to have to go to the hospital. This has been a journey, and it really sucks. In my birth control pills, my doctor told me that he gave them to me to thin the lining of my uterus, and he said that he would not be surprised if I did not have a period at all. So I'm not sure why I'm having 3. So I need to talk to him, but I do not go in until January 24th, and that's for an ultrasound. So I need to call and be like, hey, you guys are going to have to move my ultrasound, and you're going to have to let me come in and see the doctor. That's pretty much the video, and I'm going to keep you guys updated. I just wanted to put this video out there in case, like, someone wants to do, like, their research on PCOS or whatever. They can see what they're walking into. Someone that was just diagnosed. If you guys want to see my reaction to when I was first diagnosed, I did record it. But I was at a different OBGYN. Now I have a better OBGYN because my other OBGYN wanted to tell me that it was because I was overweight, and that was it. And I'm not that bad overweight, so I know for a fact that is not the only reason causing my PCOS. My new OBGYN even told me that since I'm not that bad overweight, he knows that that is not why I have PCOS. PCOS is genetic, and it is developed when you are born. And then once you start having periods, it triggers it, and it settles in, and then you're just stuck with it until you are done having kids and go through menopause. That's pretty much it. I just want to put that in for, like, younger girls and stuff. Like, I know I'm not old, but, like, I'm talking, like, people can start their periods anywhere from 8 to 16. So, that group that are just starting their periods, and they are experiencing irregular periods, which is, like, skipping periods. I didn't have a period for 5 months one time. Then I didn't have a period for 3 months at another time. Irregular means that. It also means what I'm experiencing right now, having more than one a month. Abnormal periods, which is like they are not you have a period that is not normal, like not like your normal periods. I just want to put it out there and so that they can get checked if they think they do have it, what to expect if they have been diagnosed with it. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. I think I'm going to put it over here. I don't know. Follow me on Snapchat and Instagram. And also follow me on TikTok. And I will see you guys in the next one. Turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Because I'm going to start posting on here a whole lot more. Like I have been. Comment down below any, like, advice you have or any questions. And I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.